All right, my friends, Andrew here. Welcome to the ELMConnect Tool Suite. This is the successful organic Facebook marketer's best kept secret. You have the ability to get all the free traffic your business is ever going to need using just your Facebook profile. There are 3 simple steps to successful Facebook organic marketing. Number 1 is outreach, number 2 is engagement, and number 3 is organization. And we have a few tools here for outreach, Elm Messenger and ELMConnect. Both of these tools are actually available to you, and we're going to show you really quick how these tools help you with your organic outreach on Facebook. Watch this. Okay, now that we're over here on Facebook, I'm going to demonstrate the ELMConnect tool so that you can see how it helps you with your organic outreach by sending friend requests on your behalf. While at the same time sending the friend request, it's going to send a first message with that friend request. And we have some training that's going to show you exactly the strategies behind how to get people to interact with you. We don't just, start insta pitching people. We don't send people our links for anything or anything like that. We just introduce ourselves so that we can get a little bit of engagement going on with that person, develop a little bit of rapport from time to time. Okay, so this is something that's actually really important to understand. We're not out to sell people in this process. We're out to connect with people. This is for social media. So a lot of the stuff that we do on social media is revolving around, social things, right? And so as an example, we just want to introduce ourselves to people, kind of develop a little bit of rapport and conversation with them. We're going to show you how to do that in our Profile Profiteer training, which, by the way, comes with your purchase here today. So here is the tool. You can't really see it in my browser. If I drag this down a little bit, you can see right here that I have the tool on my browser. So when I open this up, you can see here it says that we're on the wrong page. It's because we're on the wrong page, right? But we'll go into the correct pages. There's 2 different components specifically related to the outreach with our ELMConnect application. One is in groups, so you can go to any group that you're a part of, and you can set up a keyword, for example, and you can target individuals who are owners or self-employed, realtors, whatever the case might be. You can target those individuals and send a friend request to them. Introduce yourself to them and start a conversation. You will also be able to use your current friends list and be able to send friend requests to people who have, say for example, less than 100 in common or more than 100 in common. And of course that number is arbitrary. You can use whatever number you choose. It could be 500, 200, whatever the case is. As far as you being able to create like-minded friends on your Facebook profile so that you really turn your social media experience, your browsing experience into a customized one that's going to help you achieve your dreams and goals. So as an example here, our first step within the app is to actually set it up. And I'll show you this briefly. I've already got it set up for a few groups, but we'll go through here and kind of show you what that looks like so you can get a good bead on the software. So I'm going to cruise on over here to our Elm system. Okay, so this is one of our groups here. And if we just kind of go into that, you can see that we could delete pending friend requests. This has actually changed. We are not on the wrong screen anymore. We are now on a different screen. So if I wanted to delete all of the friend requests that I have sent, and I wanted to automatically do that, I can click this button and that's going to take care of that for me. We don't necessarily have to do that because we actually have a really good response rate with the process that we're about to teach you. So here on these 9 dots, I'm just going to go ahead and click on that. And this is going to give us an opportunity to work on message segments as well as message groups. So if I go into a segment, we have our introduction here, and that's the one that I created to do a brief intro. This is just the very first portion of the introduction. So as an example, if we were to go edit this, you can see here that we have 4 different introductions on this particular keyword. So it's hi, hello, hey, how are you? And then it automatically will pull the first name that they have inside of their Facebook profile. So it's a little more customized. So it would say something like, hi, Drew, hello, Drew, hey, Drew, how are you, Drew? And in this particular case, we want that to be a little bit of a kind of the system will rotate through these, so it doesn't look like we are using a automated system to be able to send these messages. So that's the first component of a message, is the segment. And of course that will be able to attach to any static text that we do create for a specific group. Okay, so for example, if we were to go here to our message groups, this is the next step in our process. We create a message groups. As you can see here, I have 4 that I have been farming through using this application. So here in the message groups, we simply click on the add option. You can see where we can enter a title and we can build a message set. So if I insert a message set, start a static text, I can choose my intro and then another one, a segment. This right here will give me an opportunity to type a message that would go along with my friend request as an introduction. So it could say something like, hello, Drew, how are you doing? My name is Andrew and I am part of the Elm system with you. What attracted you to the system? So now we have an introduction, hello, say their first name, which is important. We have a reason why we're reaching out to them. You and I are both in this particular group together, and then we're asking for some engagement. We're asking a question. Now, what we're doing is we're just telling them the reason why we're reaching out, and our whole goal here is just to get them to respond back, and that works out really well. We have anywhere between a 40 and 60% response rate depending on the group that we are in. So this is the first step in everything, is setting up, number one, your introduction, and number two, the groups that you're going to be working in. So what I'm going to do as a demo is I'm going to cruise on over here to our one of our other groups. I'm going to go into the Funnel X Leaders group because that one's already set up for our application. I want to show you how it works. I'm just do a really quick search for Funnel X Leaders. As you can see, there we go. And we go into the group and we're going to choose the members tab here on the left-hand side. It's going to bring up a list of all the members who are currently in this group. This one has 562 people inside of this group, which is actually a perfect number for our purposes. Now I have 92 friends inside of this particular group, so I've farmed quite a bit of it. We do have roughly, about 18% of this group as friends ourselves. So what I want to do here is just go ahead and drop this menu down, and you're going to see that I now have a different option. I have a lookup interval, which is going to give me the amount of time the system looks for the person it's going to send the friend request to. Now, if I'm using keywords, it's going to take every 15 to 18 seconds. In this particular case, it will use the keyword to find somebody to request as a friend. Now, I can take you here for the number of requests that I want to send. So we'll send 2 in our example here. And then resuming from the last search, what I personally do with this, you have an opportunity of keeping track of how many people that you've sent a friend request to in a particular group. What I like to do with this is just kind of skip over the moderators. In this case, we see that there are 2 admins and moderators in this particular group. So I just skip over them because we don't want to, I mean, you can if you want to, but I personally, in my strategy, do not add the admins of the group as friends. Keywords, again, like we said, we can go in, we can search for any type of keyword. And then of course our message groups is which we would select from a drop down here. This is actually for the Funnel X Leaders group. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to run this as an example. You can see that we have some additional options for our interval. When you are running this app, after you make your purchase today, we want to make sure that we do set this up between 3 and 5 minutes at our minimum intervals, because of course that gives us a little bit of cadence and we don't get flagged by Facebook and get put into that Facebook jail. It's very lonely. We don't ever want to be there. So what we do here is just simply, once we've set up all of our instructions for the application to run, I'm just going to go ahead and click the run button here, and you'll see that it goes right down to the people in the group, and it's going to send this Lee Timothy Covington gentleman right here a friend request with a pre-written message that we have determined. And as soon as it does that, that's going to do that same thing with Myra here. So as you can see, here the system is going out. It's pulling up Lee Timothy, and it's going to go ahead and send him a message that we obviously have pre-built. Now, obviously that right there, that's how the system works. Real basic stuff, real simple to do. But this is an incredible way to be able to do organic outreach. Now this robot, here we go. We can see that it is now sending to Myra as well. So basically the exact same thing. We have 2 people. It just sent those 2 messages. That's exactly what we told it to do. And you can see right here that there are 2 check marks now on those particular people, number 10 and number 11. Now, if I wanted to, for example, if I wanted to continue where I left off, if I wanted to run the application again, I could choose number 12, and the application would then go in and pick Mac here to send that request to. But in this particular case, I just wanted to demonstrate for you how the application worked for the organic outreach. Obviously, we are inside of this group here for Funnel X Leaders. We know everybody in this group is willing to invest in themselves and their business. So we are sending friend requests to them, hopefully to build some rapport, and then build our Facebook profile up with people who are in this space with us as we begin to share our value on our wall, as we begin to share our value in our posts. People will interact with those, and then we can form some business relationships with those individuals. It's unbelievable how effective this actually is when it comes to your marketing. And these automated tools are going to help you focus on that relationship portion, so you don't have to focus on the mundane, where we can, because I can go in here for example with Rachel, I can open up Rachel's profile, I can go to her account, and I can message her, I can copy and paste that from a clipboard, and then I can click the add friend button. Now, if I were to do that for an hour straight, I'd be able to add 15, 20, 30 people to my friends list. Now, during the time that we're doing that, while we're following this process, generally speaking, we can't send these friend requests without having people reply back to us within 25 to 30 minutes. It's very common. So what happens here in that process of you manually doing that is you run into that roadblock of time. So you want these automated tools to be able to continue to do the outreach for you so that when a person does respond, you can start that process of building rapport so you can maximize the time you're spending inside of your business. Hopefully that makes sense. The next component of this particular tool is the ability to be able to send friend requests to mutual friends. So as an example, if we were to go here to our friends, we can go to find friends. And then in this particular case, you can see that these are people who are sending friend requests to me. And we have another feature that we're going to roll out here very soon that's going to allow us to accept them and or send a message to them directly from within the application itself. So I'm going to go here. I'm actually going to go back into the friends list here, and I'm going to go in and take a look at our actual friends. And then when you see we drop this down, you'll see that we can do a lookup the exact same way. And number of requests, let's say, for example, we're going to send 2. Our mutual friends is greater than or less than the number that we send here. So as an example, I want my mutual friends to be greater than 100 on a person that I want to farm their friends list from. Message groups here, again, we can set a message group. I don't personally have one set up for mutual friends yet. It would be a little bit different. Hey, my name is Drew. We have X amount. We have quite a few mutual friends in common. Just thought I'd reach out. Facebook thought we should meet or something like that. How are you doing? Basically open-ended questions. We do have an entire training that goes over all of these strategies and why we do them a certain way. So if you're curious about that, just let us know after you make your purchase. We'll get you into the membership area. You should automatically have access to it, but just in case, go ahead and reach out to us. We also have live training with live Q&As where we do over-the-shoulder training on how to use this stuff. So just keep in mind that our demonstration today is just to show you what is possible. So we're going to click that run here. You can see that the application has currently found Alexander Hauser, who has 116 mutual friends, and it's going to send Alexander here a friend request. It's going to do the exact same thing after it sends that friend request to Alexander. It's going to go to the next person on the list who meets the filter, which in this particular case is going to be this Marisha Stewart lady. So she's going to receive a friend request because we have 137 mutual friends. And then of course, all the way down the list, 104 for Gunther. That person will get a friend request as well. Helps us really get a targeted audience of people who are like-minded. And that's so important when we're doing the organic component with Facebook marketing. So you can see there, we have our system set to send 2 friend requests. It sent both friend requests, and then the application stopped for us. So here's all of the powerful components of our organic outreach inside of the ELMConnect application. So the next one that we have as well is our Elm Messenger. So let me go ahead and show you how Elm Messenger is going to help you with some of that outreach as well. So basically, I'm going to go here, switch over to the new Facebook. It is currently August 25th at the time of recording this particular video. And our application for Elm Messenger is actually built out for the new Facebook UI that we're all going to be using here in just a couple of weeks. So once we get over to our new Facebook profile, all we need to do is open up our Messenger. So I need to make this just a little bit bigger so that we have our Messenger here on the left-hand side. You do need to go to this one. You won't be able to go to this one up here as of yet, but the one here on the left is going to open your Messenger on your desktop. So just simply open that up really quickly, and then we'll bring this back down into our viewport. So you can see how this whole system is actually going to work for you and really help you with organization and engagement. We're going to be talking about engagement in this particular portion of the video. We'll get to the organization here in just a moment, but in this particular case, you can see that we have our current messenger. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up, and then I'm going to grab my our Elm Messenger plugin. So here we go. You can see that I have a number of tags inside of this system. Don't worry about that right now. We have training that's going to show you about how all of this works. But here you can see that we turn this on, and then we just simply really quickly refresh the screen. And what we're going to see happening is we're going to see the system is going to start filtering through our contacts. As you can see here, we have something happening. And then we'll see a loading component pop up here in the top right corner of the screen when it's completed its scrub of the system. And then you'll start to see the tags coming into play. The tags are going to help you keep organized, and it's going to help you be able to reach out to people, keep notes on those individuals, move them through the process of becoming a customer inside of your organization, whether you're an affiliate marketer, network marketer, you have an agency and you're helping people generate leads and or traffic. Lots of things that you can do here with respect to keeping organized using the Elm Messenger tool. So as you can see, we do have a new friend tag on, for example, Myra. We just sent her out that friend request. So we'll see what happens here when if she sees that and she replies back to us. Now, in this particular case, if she does, for example, I can drop this down and I can tag her as a Funnel X Advanced member. And then the pencil here, when I drop this down, I can type any notes that I might have about Myra as well. It's going to give me an advantage when it comes to my marketing using Facebook, right? Because now I have the ability to sort my messenger based off people who are specifically related to a product, specifically interested in something that we're offering, or maybe they're not interested at all. One of the menus you can see right here is a little drop down menu. When you drop this down, you can filter your list here by tag. So when I go in here, say, for example, I want to filter by Funnel X Advanced members, just like Myra. So just like Myra, this is going to filter by all of the people who are tagged with this particular tag. Now, it might take a moment to do that because it is going to go through my entire message history and find all the people who have that current tag. So just bear with it while it's doing that. You'll start to see the individuals start to pull up from the bottom who have that particular tag. So I can focus strictly on individuals in this particular program, be it as it may. So that's one option that you have. You also have the ability to filter by message. And what this does is allow you to filter the ability, the option of people who you have replied to last or have replied to you last. So you can, for example, if I go to people not responded, this is going to filter these contacts by the people that I have not responded to who have responded back to me. So I don't miss those messages. When we're doing this, we get so many people talking to us that we actually lose opportunities to close deals simply because we didn't reply back to a person on time. So if you have an affiliate product, you're in a network marketing company, you're you have an agency, you're helping people and businesses generate leads or whatever the case might be, you want to be able to respond to that person when they are ready for you so that you have the opportunity of being the person that helps them achieve their goals and they don't find another person. Because obviously, just like myself, and maybe you're the same, I don't wait. If I have a goal and I have something that I'm going to do, I'm going to take the person who is the most available and the most talented at the time. So you want to be available and you want to be talented. So you can filter your messages by that. You can automatically message people. So here, as an example, you can choose a tag, any of these individual tags right here. So for example, Messenger prospect, we can choose any of our canned responses and we can send those out. So as an example, just a quick reminder, I can send this message to all of these individuals who are tagged with this particular tag automatically. I don't have to go in and send them one by one. The system will automatically send those out. We do have an update that's going to make this a lot more cool because you're going to be able to actually treat it as an autoresponder. So when you turn it on, it will basically send people through a miniature campaign inside of the messenger, so you can really get that opportunity to connect with them. This helps you with your engagement because when these individuals are, of course, conversing with you, they then become a part of the people that see your posts on Facebook because of the algorithms. Hopefully that makes sense. You can see that right here. I'm going to expand this out just a little bit more so we can get this. And down here, if I were to take, for example, Myra, and I were to put her onto the new friend tag, you're going to notice that when we do that, maybe I have it in these ones. I'm not sure if I have any canned responses. So if I take my canned responses, so for example here, cruise on down here, go into Messenger Pro. As an example, I can go to new friend. I can open this up and I can see some message templates. These are message templates that I get to use with this particular tag. Now I do have some quick access options as well for that particular option. If I go ahead and just do a really quick sort here by tag and I choose new friend, that will make the system resort the system, and then it will get a little bit more of an opportunity here to see the power that Messenger is bringing to the table with respect to the canned responses. Okay, so watch how this is going to work. Pretty cool here. Just kind of expand this out just a little bit more. So when it does load, you can see right down here that little extra feature that's going to be added by your messenger. So you don't have to go into any file that you have, no spreadsheets, no anything to be able to collect a canned response. You can do it right here from within the messenger. Just click on this right here. You'll be able to see the different messages that you have created for the tag that she currently has attached to her. So as you can see right here, she's a new friend. Our new friend tag carries with it these particular canned responses. So I just simply click on that. I can go right into the messenger there and that's ready to send here. Okay, so that's pretty cool, right? Now we also have engagement. That's the second most important element to your organic Facebook marketing. All three of our tools actually are going to help you with increasing your engagement in your Facebook profile so that your organic Facebook marketing produces more fruit a lot faster so that you can obviously make a little bit more money. And here's how this is all going to work. We're going to walk through all three of these tools. It's going to be a little bit of a brief demonstration. We're not going to cover all of the features of these tools, just how these three help you with engagement. So check this out. It's actually pretty cool. Just like the outreach component, all the engagement components are built right into the application so it can automate that very easily inside of your business. Okay, so in this particular demonstration, we're going to show you how Elm Engage is going to help you get a little bit more engagement with your post, automate that post so that you don't have to spend all your time kind of sorting through your timeline, finding a post, following up with people. It doesn't miss a thing. So here's how this is going to work. We've already got it set up for a couple of posts. Go ahead and kind of scroll down here a little bit. You can see the Elm Engage tool right here. So if I go ahead and open this up, you can see that I have a few postcards already created. We're not going to go into how to create all of these in this particular video. We're just going to show you how this increases your engagement so that you can see the value of these tools that we have available in the ELMConnect tool suite for you. So basically what I need to do is I need to go down to a post as an example. We can go right here. When you start, don't stop. If you stop, it takes the rest of your life to fail. Basically, we're just seeing who is engaging on this particular post right here. We can go ahead and open this up if we wanted to automate this post. And it's real simple. You just go ahead to this block right here, drop this down. You'll see that there's absolutely nothing there. In our particular demo here, we're going to cruise on back to the classic editor. I'm going to go ahead and skip this question for now for the sake of the video. But then in the classic editor, you'll be able to see right here that we have the option to use the Elm Engage feature. Now, it is currently August 25th. As I said, we're going to be updating this to work with the new UI that's going to be rolling out here in September. Just bear with us as we get that all squared away. But once we have this, we have the opportunity of opening up the Elm Engage tool, which will give us some features and options related to this particular post for us to be able to create our postcard. Again, I'm not going to do that in this particular video as well. We have other training that's going to show you how to set this up appropriately. But to show you how this is going to work, it's going to be pretty awesome. So we're going to drop down our thing. You can see here that we have our postcards inside of our application. And this particular test post right here, you can see that I have 10 engagements replied to out of 18. So what I'm going to do is kind of briefly show you how this is going to work. Just like our ELMConnect application, you're going to see right here we have segments and we have groups. The segment basically is your introduction, as well as the group is basically going to be the post. So whatever post it is that you're following up on, your customized message that you're going to send for that particular post, you will have right here in this particular view. Okay, so I'm not going to, like I said, not going to go through these particular settings in this video. I'm just going to show you how it works. So basically what I would do, come back on over here to my postcards, and let's go here to this view post for our test post. As you can see here, we do have our post created. It just goes ahead and open this up, and you can see here in this test that these replies right here, all of these are automated replies. Now simultaneously, when it replies to this person who is commenting our keyword, this post is simply for testing, for commenting the word test. Okay, so you can see that we have some engagement on this post. Some people are commenting the word test. Now what I want to do is I want to turn the application on. So all I do is just drop the menu down, come back over here to my test post, click the play button, and the system is going to go to work. It's first going to scan the post, as you can see here. It's going to look for the keywords, and it's going to get ready to engage with those people so that we don't have to. Now, when you combine this with your organic outreach, you're going to have both the automations running at the exact same time. You'll have people who are getting your friend request and that first message. Any of those individuals who would reply on a post that you have here inside of a postcard are going to receive this particular message. As you can see, Elm Engage is currently working on Ed's post here, where he had posted the word test. That is the keyword that the system is looking for this particular post, and it's going to go ahead and reply to Ed saying, check your inbox. And then of course, at the same time, it's going to send him the message that we have predetermined for this particular post. Now, obviously, I'm not going to do that in this particular demonstration. I don't want this to engage with Ed currently. I am just sharing with you what this will do. So we have some other training right below this video. You actually scroll down on the page. You'll actually be able to see this working in action. We have a full-fledged training going over all the features, how to set up the whole thing so that you can make an educated decision to buy today so that you understand what these tools are going to help you with automating. Because keep in mind, this is going to work whether you're in front of your computer or not. All you need to do is just set it up, turn it on, and walk away. And it's going to work until you turn it off, and it's going to automatically go through and sort 2.6 billion Facebook users, find the people who are interested in your particular space, your particular niche, and engage with them so that you can focus on working with the people who are interested in working with you and you are interested in working yourself. So hopefully this makes sense. This is the Elm Engage tool. We did cover some of the engagement from the other tools, Elm Messenger and ELMConnect, in our previous demonstration portion of this video. So I'm not going to go into those as well for sake of time, but you can see the value of what's really going on here. So I'm going to go into this bot once again, and I'm going to come back down. So I'm going to pause this post. We're going to turn that back off. So hopefully that part makes a lot of sense for you here in this particular video, and hopefully you can see the value in that. It is truly powerful to be able to automate these posts. This is going to work both on your timeline as well as in any group that you have a post in. So if you're in a group, a community, and you are trying to get people to engage with you inside of that community, you can turn this tool on that post so that you don't have to spend your time remembering what groups you posted in, where the post was inside of that community, and following up with it. It's automatically going to do it. You just need to toggle the tool to be on. It will go it will go moderate those posts for you. You can even look at it and you can see that, hey, this post right here has some engagements on it that I have not responded to. So you can just simply come in here and click that play button. It's going to give you the power of going back into the world, doing whatever it is that you're doing, hanging out with your friends, building your business, building relationships. Maybe you're going to go to a movie with your family. Maybe there's something that you have that you need to get done, and you're going to let these automated tools do the work for you so that when you get back completed with that living of your own life, these tools have created enough engagement and enough interest in your offers that you can continue to live the life that you truly deserve. So hopefully this makes sense, and let's get back into some of the other tools that you have available here, because again, we are not done. We are just stacking the value with our ELMConnect tool suite here today. As you can see, you probably don't even need to see the rest of this video. You're probably ready to buy now. Just go ahead and click that button, buy these tools right away, because you're going to be able to get started as soon as you click that buy button. Your order will be ready to go. You'll get an email. You'll have a real quick setup process. We'll walk you through the whole thing. We're going to give you another bonus, the Profile Profiteer. We're going to give you the next 30 days of content to be able to post on your wall to get people engaging, so you know exactly what to do. We're also going to show you how to use these apps in real time. A lot of bonuses for you. All you need to do is get started, click the buy button, and of course, we have some more juiciness for you. So let's step into that really quick. Thank you for this particular portion of the video. We do have the final component, which is organizing everything so that you don't pull your hair out and trying to keep up with all of the people in this process. Success is not that difficult when you have the right resources, when you can leverage the right tools and leverage the right systems, and you do not have to pay for traffic. This is all done for you. So let's take a look at some of the organizational tools, and I will see you in the next demo where we show you how that actually works. All right, so now you're obviously seeing the power of the ELMConnect tool suite. Let's talk about organization, because obviously that works so well with the outreach and the engagement processes that you're not going to be able to keep track of everybody unless you have the right tools to do that. So we have Elm Messenger and Elm Engage. These are both going to help you with some of the organization, with all of the posts that you're moderating, all of the people that you're having conversations with, being able to tag them. Let's show you how all that works really quick as well, so that you can make the right decision for your business here today with the ELMConnect tool suite. Okay, so now that we've covered all of the outreach and the engagement, we've also covered some of the organization, but I want to really quickly just kind of go through and show you a summary of what you can do with these three tools by way of organizing your automated system, your outreach, everything that comes with this organic Facebook marketing space. Obviously, there's a lot of different types of courses out there that teach you how all of this stuff works. But at the end of the day, it's all about being able to reach out to the people who are in the groups, be able to get them to respond back to you, become friends with them, and share value with each other, because we're not selling in this process. All we're doing is making connections. And I've actually not only made sales through this process very consistently, but I've also been introduced to people who have helped my business grow as well, because they've become leaders, they've become mentors in my own personal life, because not every single person is going to be a customer. Sometimes we don't know everything and we can learn something from another person. And this process helps us make those connections. So it's really important to build this ecosystem. You have 5,000 spaces on your friends list. So let's go ahead and show you how we can kind of organize some of that. The first thing I want to do is talk about your post, because the post engagement is one of the most daunting and tedious things to try and manage if you are posting in multiple areas. So we already talked about ELMEngage, how to create. I showed you how the postcards work. We'll talk about how to create them in a video in the training, but this particular element of it keeps you organized. As you can see here, these particular postcards right here, we have this particular post doesn't have any engagement on it. We could probably just delete that card because nobody really cares about that post. Right here, we have a test post that has 18 engagements with 10 people that we've already replied to. So we know this is a post that we should probably spend some time on and turn on this application for. We can turn it off and let people get a little bit of engagement going themselves, and then just come back in, stir the pot a little bit by turning on this particular card and making it go. If you've ever seen The Social Network, that's actually what the actor version of Mark Zuckerberg did to complete a term paper. He just had people going, and he'd come back in, re-engage that post to get him going up again, and then would take the information from that. So the same thing here when we're doing our marketing. We have our test posts. We can organize ourselves knowing which posts need to have some attention, which ones do not. And then, of course, as posts begin to lose their engagement, we can remove them from our cards and we can continue to go forward with our organic marketing. Obviously, if you're doing the organic marketing, if you're avoiding the paid ads, which is what this is all about, being able to build your business without having to invest in risky advertising, you're going to have to trade your time. So you're going to have to monitor these things to make that happen until you get to the point where your business is self-sustaining and you have the ability to have an advertising budget for your business. And of course, if you're in our space, a lot of times there's not a lot of leeway or places where we can do paid advertising. So this actually works out really well for us, specifically if we're doing high ticket sales. That makes the time versus dollar incredibly valuable. So the ELMConnect tool suite is here for you to be able to do that. We have one more thing to kind of go through, which is Elm Messenger. We did cover a lot of Elm Messenger in our previous demo of that in this video itself, so we're not going to go into a lot of it. I just want to touch bases one more time, show you the organizational aspect of it. So we just go in, grab our Elm Messenger Pro application. You can see that this drops down. We have the ability here to create a card based off of a tag. We have a default tag, which is going to be the tag that is automatically applied to a person we begin a conversation with. So in our particular case, we have new friend. It's not necessarily a friend, it's just a person that we started a conversation with. They may or may not be friends with us in our Facebook profile. Is priority, this will be the tags that automatically sort to the top of your messenger when you have them on. Basically what will happen there, if you have people that you need to follow up with, that priority tag will automatically filter right to the top of the application. So those are how you tag things. You have 4 different default colors, and you have the ability to add a custom color by the slidey bar, RGB, HSL, whatever that, I don't actually even know what that is, and hexadecimal color codes, so that you can get as many custom custom tag colors as you would desire in this particular element. Now, once we've completed creating a tag, what we do is we can go out to a tag and we can create templates for that particular tag. Now, these particular templates will give us the opportunity of having canned responses at the ready available for us in the messenger itself. So when we come on over to the messenger itself, you're going to notice that when the application loads, we will have an opportunity here of being able to have all of these tags applied to our individual contacts. So once I'm here in the messenger, I'm just going to cruise right back on over here to the L Messenger application, make sure that that is loaded in my browser, refresh the screen, and you'll see that it's going to take over. It's going to filter through our contacts here. And at the top right corner, when we see the loading, it's going to be finalizing all of the stuff from the database to make sure that your tags are, of course, accurate in the system. Now, once we have that ability here, you're going to be able to see some of these functions down here in the message. So here is where your messages are. See how that popped back in there? You'll be able to have an opportunity to tag or send these immediately at your disposal. So you don't have to copy and paste them from a spreadsheet. It saves you a lot of time to be able to do that. And then the second use of those messages right here in your automated message, if we want to send a message to new friends, we can say, hey, thank you for connecting. And this will actually send this message to everybody who is tagged as new friend, or whatever your default tag is in this particular case. And then any tag that you have will have its own different message group. So as an example, L Messenger prospect, hey, I noticed you haven't seen my happy last message. I hope all is well. So this basically gives us the ability to do that. We do have a couple more updates that are going to make this a lot more autoresponder-ish. So you'll be able to set up campaigns and all those wonderful things here in the next iteration that'll be coming out in the next couple of weeks. So I hope that this makes it really exciting for you. You can see how easily this gets organized. If I wanted to make notes about a person, I can just simply open up the notes, help me keep track of this person, where we are in our conversation. I can retag this person as an inner circle member if that is the case that they are. Lots of ways to stay organized with the ELMConnect tool suite, making your organic Facebook marketing really truly as effective as it was promised in all those courses that you purchased. So hopefully this makes sense for everybody in the organization process. We got a couple more things to share with you in our video, and I'm going to go back to that so you can take a look at some of the final slides and make a decision. Obviously, you probably already have. You can see the power of the ELMConnect tool suite, the outreach, the engagement, and the organization, and how this is really going to help you take your organic Facebook marketing to the next level going into the end of 2020 and into 2021. You'll really be able to achieve your dreams. So with that being said, if you've already made your buying decision, just go ahead and click on the buy button now and get started with these tools. And when you do that, we have a few bonuses for you that we're going to throw in. They're listed on the page here. And once we've got you all set up and ready to rock and roll, you'll have an opportunity to be invited to our Facebook community, and that's a beautiful thing. So that being said, this is the organization components. We've already covered a lot of them, so I don't want to take up too much time in this particular video. We do have some final thoughts, and here they come. Obviously, you can see how awesome these tools are now to be able to automate your mundane tasks by sending those friend requests and introducing yourself. Obviously, not your business right off of the bat. Deleting friends who do not engage with you. It's obviously very important to free up those spaces for individuals who are going to help benefit our business while we're moving forward. You want to be able to respond to those incoming friend requests as well, because obviously we get inundated with those these days, and then automatically be able to send those messages via your messenger without having to copy and paste all of those messages individually. Obviously, it's going to save you some time. You're going to be able to post replies and send DMs using all of these tools, plus a lot more. These mundane tasks are very time consuming, and these automated tools are going to help you spend your time doing what matters. That's building the relationships with the people you are interested in doing business with, while the automated tools help you find those people. It's also going to help you provide solutions and help your paying clients get the results that they need instead of you having to go out and find the next client. The tools are going to help you do that automatically using these 3 powerful automated tools to be able to live that lifestyle that you really wanted to live from your laptop. Automatically sort through those 2.6 billion Facebook users while you're at that 9 to 5 you desperately want to escape, while you're enjoying time out with your friends, maybe raising your family, and basically just living your life. You want to be able to maximize that time that you're spending in your business so that you can maximize the time you spend living your life. Click the buy button now. Make sure you get all bonuses listed on this page. The only 3 tools that you're ever going to need to finally win with your Facebook marketing are right here, right now. Click the buy button, get started, claim your bonuses, and let's get out there into the marketplace.